JoJo.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Everyone knows it, everyone loves it, it's a cultural phenomenon and an amazing manga and anime series that I also deeply enjoy. And if you've been on the internet long enough, you might know of another thing called tier lists. And look, there's plenty of JoJo tier lists out there, okay? There's like stan tier lists, character tier lists, all that kind of stuff. But I think I might have just found possibly one of the greatest tier lists for JoJo ever conceived. The JoJo Part Gayness tier list. I can't even say it with a straight face. That's right, someone on the internet decided to take the meta joke of JoJo fans being gay and ready to hungrily suck the other JoJo fans' dick and basically create a whole tier list out of it. And I found it on stream on twitch.tv/animeman, go follow me, and decided to expose my gay JoJo loving side to the world. What up, fam squad, Joey here. Before we move on to the video, I'd like to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Bookwalker. Bookwalker, for those of you who know, is a digital ebook store that sells manga and light novels, and Bookwalker is currently holding a Valentine's Day coinback promotion that features all kinds of romance titles, ranging from darker themed love stories such as Love of Kill, as well as wholesome BL love stories such as Sasaki and Miyano, which by the way both have anime adaptations airing this season and is perfect for the love romantic Valentine's month of February. The Love Finds a Way Valentine's Day promotion offers Bookwalker users up to 40% coinback on eligible romance titles and select digital bonus items on certain titles until the end of Valentine's Day, February 14th Pacific time. One series that I personally recommend is A Couple of Cuckoos, or Kakko ni Inazuke. This romance series is so goddamn wholesome and it's so goddamn cute. Definitely would recommend to any romance manga connoisseurs out there. Plus, as well, don't forget to use my coupon code TheAnimeMan to get 600 JPY off your purchase. So check the link out in the description below if you're interested in that. But without further ado, enjoy this weird JoJo tier list that I did on stream. We all know that JoJo is a little gay here and there, but what is the gayest part of JoJo? This tier list is a way to show your straight friends what parts they should avoid if they don't want to be gay. What the fuck is this? And the tiers are the gayest of the gay, basically just gay, more on the gay side, slightly gay, basically straight. So I guess we're gonna go one at a time. Okay, so part 1 JoJo is, I would have to say, basically straight. This is basically straight for a number of reasons. One, there is not really any kind of like sexual tension between any of the characters. Jonathan is just a hard cutting, just like straight up, you know, I am a man's man type of deal, you feel me? And that's fine, because I feel part 1 was kind of the time reference where, you know, Araki was like really setting off, right? His roots were still, you know, bound upon the Shonen Jump tropes at the time, and he thought, you know what, I'll experiment a bit with my art style. See, now, chat is going on about Speedwagon, and look, I'm not going to deny that Speedwagon is waifu of the century, no doubt. But the thing is that like Speedwagon is waifu not because of the sexual tension between Speedwagon and Jonathan. It's more so that he's waifu in the sense that like he's the kind of waifu that's there to like support you no matter what. You feel me? He's like that stereotypical housewife from the 50s type of waifu. And that's, you know, for a lot of guys, that's a great woman. But we're not talking about best waifus here, ladies and gentlemen. May I remind you, this is the JoJo parts based on how gay they are tier list. In the case of this tier list, out of the question. Anyway, back to how straight part 1 is. It's a simple cut and dry story. And because it is such a simple cut and dry story, it's basically straight. So because of that, I'm going to say part 1 JoJo, Fan of Blood, basically straight. Let's go through part 2 now. Part 2. See, part 2 is the moment where we had a much more interesting protagonist, a protagonist that made a lot of guys question their sexuality, and then you had characters like Caesar as well, who was like, oof, my lord. So I would say part 2 is probably more on the gay side, but those pillar men though, kind of gay. Yeah, there was always one that everyone liked. It was always a battle to see, like, which one was your favorite, you know? Is it Wamu? Is it Cars? Is it AC/DC? Which one is it? And, you know, you have characters like Lisa. Oof. Amazing, right? That turned the girls gay. So, but definitely not, it didn't really, the gay drive... What am I even saying? The gayness factor of JoJo definitely didn't step up until, you know, much later. I'd say part 2 definitely was going in the right direction. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done, but I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Also, for anyone who is offended by anything I say,
かっこゆ。
Moving on, part 3. This is where the stands start to come in, so immediately gay. I would have to say slightly gay. I don't think it's as gay as part 2. The only gay factor about part 3 in my head was probably like Dio and Kakyoin. I feel were like the dudes watching JoJo were like, yes, step on me, daddy. It was definitely like a step on me, daddy moment, you feel? And, you know, of course, you know, there are a bunch of other like bad guys and like bad characters as well, you know, like Vanilla Ice, for example, who were like, this man got the drip. Like this is where like part 2 was already dripping, but then part 3 when the boys like fucking rock up and shit, like oh yeah, like yeah. I mean, in the case of like Kakyoin, you have the fucking cherry scene, right? Like that's a hella gay scene, but that's why it was so good. Let me just make a very big disclaimer here in case anyone who's watching this video and doesn't understand the joke, the inside joke here that we have all established as JoJo fans. When I refer to something as gay in JoJo, in your head, replace that word with amazing. Replace it with, even though I'm a guy, I love this guy character. Gay is amazing. Because it is amazing. Even in the real world, gay is amazing. Keep that in mind for the rest of this video, okay? Alright, let's move on now to Diamond is Unbreakable, part 4. Okay, this is also tough. I personally am going to say more on the gay side. But if we were to take the more on the gay side and expand that out, I would say that like part 2 is like the middle and part 4 is kind of like the top. There are certain characters in part 4 that are like super gay. That made me super gay. Bottom line, great characters, but overall, compared to the part 2, I'd say it's just above part 2. Okay, part 5. Is it even a question? Part 5 is the gayest of the gay. Let's be real. Let's be real here. The reason why this whole inside joke, dare I say this Joe joke, is even around is because of part 5 made every guy character so beautiful, which made every guy watching JoJo, every guy and girl, every fan of JoJo, Araki went out of his way, right, to like go research like top fashion brands for inspirations for the clothes that the characters wore in part 5. If that isn't the gayest thing that Araki has ever done, I don't know what is. You have scenes like the face lick. Just the existence of Gold Experience Requiem just made me like, nut in my pants. After part 5 anime, every dude, whenever they would see a fucking JoJo fan with an unsucked cock, they would fucking put on and looking around and being like, I see a dick over there, let me get on that shit. You know, it was love at first sight. It made JoJo fans come together and just fucking bond. So, part 5, Golden Wind, gayest of the gay. And dare I say, this next one, I would also say is the gayest of the gay. But for the complete opposite. After Araki successfully managed to get every single male anime watcher under his umbrella, he thought to himself, you know what? I'm gonna do it for the girls too. And he made some of the most beautiful, strong, independent women, gave them all outstanding drip, gave them amazing abilities with some of the coolest fucking stands, and said, ladies, now it's your turn. And let's just say, Araki delivered. He said, it doesn't matter what you identify as. You can come and watch my show and turn gay. So, part 6, Gayest of the Gays, up there with part 5. Which then leaves us on part 7, Steel Ball Run. And Steel Ball Run, I am going to put as more on the gay side. And here's why. Steel Ball Run is my second favorite, but it has one of the weakest JoJos. Johnny is like fucking useless for 2/3 of this fucking series, right? The only reason why people love part 7 is because of Gyro, let's be real. If Gyro wasn't that side character that was supporting Johnny, then no one would give a shit. First half Johnny is fucking useless, which you can argue is great character development, right? That's just good character writing, which it is, right? Because he made Johnny out to be this like but at the same time, I put it on more on the gay side because there are a lot of beautiful characters in JoJo Part 7, right? I mean, Gyro Zeppeli is like the man that every man strives to be like. You know, and then you have Jesus, who I'm not exactly gay for either. I apologize, Christians. I'm just personally I'm not gay for the J-man. So, yes, Part 7, fucking amazing. But in terms of the gayness, I'd say it's on par with part 4. Enough of part 7. Let's talk about part 8, which is the newest part, JoJo. I would put it as basically Josuke. The fact that Higashikata Josuke is like literally first chapter of JoJo is like, oh, I have 4 testicles. You can't get any gayer than that. This man literally starts off with a D's nuts joke in the first chapter of JoJo, and it's amazing. And again, part 8 characters look gorgeous. Part 8 characters look fucking gorgeous. Araki somehow levels up once again. So yeah, there you go. That was my JoJo parts based on how gay they are tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with my choices, and please don't cancel me over this. But yeah, bottom line, read JoJo, watch JoJo. Please join us. Please come together. Come together. Come.